According to the Department of Transportation, the summer months are some of the deadliest times for ATV crashes. Many of those accidents involve children riding in rural areas. In Washington County, one mom knows that all too well. Celine Arif shares her story that she hopes people take to heart this summer.
Instead of hugs and kisses, this mom makes trips over to a cemetery all the way toward the back of the trees where her son, Jacob Ross Lindsay, is buried.
He loved video games. He liked making his own video games and coding and, anything like that. And he was really getting into fishing right before the accident happened. So he did like outdoors and everything.
She remembers her son as wicked smart, smarter than some adults. His life was cut short 2 years ago this month when Jacob and a friend were riding around on an ATV without a seatbelt or helmet.
They were coming down the dirt road and he lost control and it flipped over, and throwing my little boy out. And so, yeah, it's so quick. It could happen so quick.
She had to bury her son at just 12 years old, but she doesn't want any other parent to have to.
Accidents can happen at any time, and none of us are invincible, but if we can kind of lessen that just a little bit on just being safe, before we go have fun.
Today, she is the biggest advocate of seatbelts and helmets and especially adult supervision.
Especially with children, because they're children, they're not thinking about the worst things, they're thinking about having fun.
She says in rural counties like Washington, kids practically grow up on ATVs.
I just saw a little boy, he had to be 8 years old, driving his siblings. They had to have been 3, 4, 5, very young kids driving the side by side.
And while that's just part of the culture here, she says safety should go hand in hand with that. Reporting in Sandersville, Celine Arif, 13 WMAZ News.
According to Georgia law, anyone riding an ATV in the woods or public road must be at least 16 years old. And the American Academy of Pediatrics says children under 16 should not ride on an ATV at all. They also encourage children to never ride alone and always tell an adult where they're going and how long they'll be gone for. Pediatricians also say children should wear proper gear, including a helmet with a Department of Transportation sticker, plus goggles and gloves.